know why that you struggle with any sort of growth in your life. And I'm saying this from my own perspective, so take it with a grain of salt. But we all observe this reality like crossing a line. Here's where we are, we need to get here. When in fact, that line doesn't exist to be crossed, it exists to be walked upon. So, what I mean by that is imagine instead of you trying to get to the other side, that is blissfulness or happiness or excitement or whatever, we need to actually instead of trying to cross that line, we need to walk that line. And what that looks like is very different when you start putting it into practice, because that's exactly what it is a practice. You know how piano players can get really good at playing piano, but never really master it? Like, do they ever really master playing piano? No, they're always getting better. That's how we have to look at life. So when we hear these spiritual gurus or self-help teachers tell us these things about being present in the moment, being disciplined, building up a schedule and repetition and all these things, I feel like they really fail to acknowledge the truth that is, it is a practice day in and day out. And what that means is some days you're going to be good and some days you're going to suck. And some days you're going to be good, but life is going to come your way and things are going to make you stumble across your path. And if they acknowledge that, I think it would just be a lot more effective. But I think in a way they might not make as much money as well. And so if you're out there, if you're struggling with getting your footing, remember that that's part of it. It is not a line to cross. It is a line to walk upon. It is day in and day out practice, whether it's growth, whether it's breaking old habits, building new ones. And the most important thing is that you don't get caught in your head in that process, because this is it, dude. This is life. Like, this is the part of life you're supposed to be enjoying, right? If you have food, water, shelter, and if you're really lucky, some people that love you and some medicine to keep you healthy, then you're doing really well. There's a lot of people who don't have those things, and we really should just be grateful for that. That doesn't mean we can't strive for more. But what I'm saying is when you stumble, recognize you're stumbling and just be present with it. The other day I was really going through it. I was thinking about my life and my career and all the things that I wanted to achieve but haven't. And I started getting upset about it. And then I was eating my Chipotle and I just stopped myself, because I meditate. I'm able to recognize more when I'm thinking these negative thoughts. And I just looked at my Chipotle and I told myself, you know what? None of that exists. The only thing that exists is this moment. In this moment, I'm eating this Chipotle bite. And when I took that bite of Chipotle, I became so present with that bite of Chipotle. It was the only thing that existed in that moment to me. And that's beautiful, man. That's a beautiful thing. And we can do that every single moment of every day. Just recognize where we are. Because we might not be there the next moment. We might not be there. We might not even be here. It's sad in a lot of ways as well, but in a way it's beautiful when we can recognize that. So remember, it's a practice. Walk the line and also enjoy the Chipotle. Enjoy the Chipotle.